You're about to listen to the award-winning Stuart Pedasso Show. This show is for ideologically and emotionally mature audiences. If you should not be here, please go away. We'll still be here when you're mature enough to partake. Mwah!
Hey, third time's a charm. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Stuart Pedasso Show. I'm Dave.
I'm Melissa.
And
wait, am I on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm working.
Yeah. No, we're
okay.
all going to be. It's just going to be out.
Oh, okay.
Like usual, I'll fix it in post.
All right, fixing it
Me
in
and
post.
Bill O'Reilly. So we're back at the Rochester Erotic Arts Festival in Auburn, New York.
Yay!
The now permanent home. Now that I know it's permanent, it will never be leaving Auburn, New York.
Yep. That's just what they're doing.
Yeah, which totally works.
I was talking about this earlier with Dave. I was saying that I really kind of like that we're out here, kind of supporting a smaller city.
Well, it's probably more central
nice.
to New York State as well. So you can probably get, and keep the Rochester riffraff out.
Yeah, maybe. No, there's plenty of we're Rochester riffraff and we're here.
Well, but because we have no lives and we have to, or at least I have no lives.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, we have to drive here.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
So
anyway, I actually kind of think it's cool out here.
So far, so good. It only took me an hour to figure out a new gremlin in the machine, and
every time.
Love the technology.
Every fucking time.
Well, this is a whole new one, so
yeah, all right.
What's going to happen is I'm going to take everything back to Dickoff Studio and set it up the way it was. It's going to work perfectly.
Yep.
So this time I had to fiddle with everything, and I got rid of my clean box, man. So now I got a dirty box.
Dirty box.
So if it sounds like you're listening to this to a dirty box,
that's why.
It's my dirty box here at the Rochester Erotic Arts Festival. That's right, I said it. I have a dirty box.
Dave said it. He claimed it.
Yeah, sorry, I shouldn't be
yelling. So I've already made a purchase.
You made all the purchases.
Well, I made a big purchase.
You made a purchase for me and you. I don't mean like we're both using it. I mean, it was expensive enough where I don't have to buy anything now.
Right.
I am still going to buy blue balls.
Yeah.
Our candy guy's here.
Oh yeah. Oh, a candy guy. Oh yeah.
He's just not in our aisle.
Yeah. I'll definitely get like some gummies.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of the bag of Dick's gummies. I'll bring those.
Yeah. I offered my wife a bag of Dicks and she turned me down.
She doesn't into it.
She wants.
But I bet if you bring a bag of Dicks home, I bet she'll still eat it. She says she doesn't.
No, I'll end up eating it.
Oh, and you shouldn't.
I am.
You got the diabetes. You shouldn't eat the bag of Dicks.
Well, one Dick. I'll just have one Dick at a time.
One Dick at a time.
Yeah,
you don't need to
too
eat the
many
whole
Dicks
bag.
at once. No, because if you have too many Dicks at once.
Yeah.
Oh my God! It could go into a dick coma.
Don't do that.
Oh my God! A dick coma. I know, totally. Okay, hold on a second.
So yeah, I already made a purchase. I bought a corset. I'm wearing it right now. It's made of leather. It's black. It's kind of sexy. Kind of digging it.
Considering the date, this date and time. That could be your Easter corset.
It could be
with all your frills upon it.
Oh yeah, right.
Well, it almost rhymes, but you see where I'm going, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Well, one of the last year Dan was here with us. This year, he wanted to stay home. He wanted to just stay home and just chillax all weekend by himself with the dog.
More boobs for us.
I mean, yeah. He can see boobies, I'm sure, if he wanted to go on his phone and look at boobies. But he's not going to see him in real life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we'll see him in real life. We already have.
Sometimes they're so close you could almost touch them.
I know. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I mean, I probably could try, but I'd get escorted out.
That would be that'd be quite rude.
Yeah.
So anyway, I told my husband, since he's not going to be here, I said, I will buy a corset. This is the year. So I did. And
it's a little more than you thought, though, wasn't it?
Huh?
It was a little more than you thought.
No, it wasn't more than I thought. I just I didn't think I was going to get a leather one, but then once she put the leather one on me, and I can't help it, it looks
What are the other materials?
Fantastic.
I know nothing about corsets.
Well, there was like brocade and satin. There was a really nice satin.
What was that first thing?
Brocade.
Brocade?
Brocade.
Yeah, I got it.
It's a brocade fabric. So anyway, brocade fabric. I didn't get those. I ended up getting a leather one. She put it on me, and honestly, it looked so good. I'm like, yep, this is the one.
Okay.
Yeah. So I bought a leather corset.
Sweet.
And I'm wearing it right now, and I really like it. And Dan's gonna be super excited when he sees it.
So I'm gonna buy blue balls.
Blue balls, and
candy.
Dicks.
Yeah, I don't need to buy them for reals. I can do that on my own. I don't need to pay for that.
I know, especially here.
Yeah,
Right.
So and I'll that and a bag of dicks, and I'll be good.
Yep. Well, that's kind of like last couple years. That's pretty much all I did. But this year, I decided, yep, this is the year I'm going to buy a corset.
I bought something last year. I was kind of disappointed with it.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that.
That's all right.
Sorry
I
about
might try again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
We'll see.
Well, there's new things. I think there's some perfumeries here. I think there might be a perfumery person here, and if there is, I'll be excited about that because I do love perfume.
Yeah, I don't need
I
perfumery.
love perfume.
No. That's fun.
The other thing is different this year is Dave and I are staying here at the actual hotel.
Yeah, both nights.
Both nights.
Last year we just did one night at
a different hotel.
At
close
a
by.
walking hotel.
Yeah, within walking distance,
right.
but close by.
And which is good because it's a little rainy.
Yeah,
I don't need to be outside doing
it's nice. It's nice just being here. You don't have to move your car.
Right.
You can just stay where it is. Even if Dave and I decided tomorrow night, we end kind of early, we could maybe get something to eat. There's so many places to get something if we wanted to go something outside of the hotel. I'm just saying there's lots of places to go outside of the hotel.
Hey, y'all.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. We have people signing up to do to win either a clone of pussy or a clone of Willie. You can try to win both.
It is fun
want.
to do. It is fun to make. I don't know
Dave did make one with a partner once, and good times, right?
Yeah.
Good times.
The clone of pussy is more art. It's not. Well, I guess technically anything's a sex toy if you're committed to it, but right.
There's nothing. This one is more like just put it on your look how beautiful this pussy is kind of thing.
On a dish thing. What are those things?
I know. Oh, on an easel or
an easel. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd put it on an easel. Yeah, I have one. I could do that. It'd be perfect.
Yeah. So, all right. So that was a quick opening, and we were testing out the equipment again, and we're gonna take a pause, and we'll be back on when we rope someone into coming on mic. So, thanks for tuning in. Our goal again is to learn from our mistakes of last year. We will have 2 weeks of show for you. So this week's be day one, and then tomorrow night's audio will be for week 2. Yeah. So thanks for tuning in. Check out, we always have links at stuartberdasler.com and all that jazz, and we'll be back with somebody coming on our mic in just a sec.
We hope.
Peace.
All right.
Hey,
hi.
So I'm Dave.
How are you? Dave, hi, nice to meet you.
Melissa.
Yep, I'm M.
I'm sorry?
M.
M?
Yep.
Awesome. This is M. M is here. Came over to hang out and talk with our first guest.
Uh-huh.
You are? Yeah. We just started. Oh,
okay.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of chatted a little bit, but,
Okay.
So this isn't your first time at Reef, is it?
No. We've been here for a couple of years. Really like it. Really kind of everything's all contained. One building, all different, kinks, whatever your thing is. Yeah,
boat that needs to get floated.
Yeah, we just really like that. Really inclusive, really free, and just a great time.
Yeah, I like how, you kind of see the same people every year, but there's always new stuff too.
Yeah.
So it's familiar. You can go, hey, what's up?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we like the performances, and like the friendships we made. People that we probably wouldn't have seen just due to location. So. Yeah, so it's.
Do you guys do the classes, or do you guys do any of those things? This year, I actually, I've never done the classes. This year, I'm actually going to try to make it to a couple classes.
We've attempted to. Usually, our nights go pretty long. So at 2 o'clock,
gotcha.
we're coming.
Yeah.
We're coming out of the playroom, and okay, we want to sleep, and
none of that.
Well, we're into trying the rope tying though.
Cool.
What's it, shibari and that sort of thing. So,
is that one of the classes?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, but we're
well,
just
they do.
into that.
Like sometimes they do have. They do have rope classes and stuff stuff like that. I didn't actually look.
Well, I mean,
we're tied here. Get it? We're tied here.
Well, one of us has to be at all times.
One of us has to be here anyway.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So it's really fun, and it's good to be back, and having a
So
great
did you
time.
find out? We just found out today that this is now the permanent home now of Rochester Erotic Art Festival.
Is it really?
Yes, it is
They-
no longer. It is. This is the place. It's going to be from now on.
So is it going to be changed to Auburn
I don't know.
Erotic
That's
Arts
that part
Festival?
I
I don't know. I mean, I don't know, but
I don't know if the acronym would really have,
know, I feel
quite
like it
that,
doesn't.
same pop, right?
I feel like it doesn't, and I mean, there's enough people that have gone to here now for a few years. I mean, this is the 4th year here,
Yeah.
I think. So I'm like, I don't know. At this point, people who are going to it probably already know. Like,
yeah,
nah, it doesn't
and
matter.
it's a little bit closer to our house, so.
Oh, okay. We actually do live in Rochester, so it would be way more convenient for us to be in Rochester.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Coming all out here. I like supporting like smaller cities and.
Okay,
All
so you
that.
ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So every year when we're here, this is our 3rd year.
Okay.
We always have one question that we ask everybody who comes on.
I'm ready.
Okay. So, do you have anything on your erotic bucket list that you haven't done yet?
Yes, I mean a lot of things.
Okay,
so,
well,
I mean,
let's pick
okay,
something.
so
We
one.
don't do
Okay,
the whole list.
all right,
Dude.
no,
All
that'd
right.
be too long. But you know what?
I love that for
Yeah,
you.
you know what? So, well, one thing, when we're 80 and it's, and it's time, I want to look over on our, when we're
Yeah,
laying
yeah,
in
that's
our
right, yeah, yeah.
nursing
Yeah.
home bed and
Like, look what
high five
we
her
did.
and say, we lived the shit out of our life.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's kind of the goal. But so one that I was thinking of, right, that I was just talking with my partner about is I want to be in like a hotel line. We're getting ready to go to some event. We're getting, there's many hotels involved and things like that.
Yeah.
And you can tell there's, who's going to reef, who's not sometimes. You know?
Right.
And I want to look at somebody who's in a different line and like just get that connection, right? And then we both check in, and then we just say, we're in room 128, and like give them the key, and then nothing's really said, and they just say yes, and then
then
all of a
just
sudden
show
there's a
up.
knock on the door, and it's like 3 o'clock check-in, and it's on. That's
It sounds like a Penthouse story. Do y'all
Right.
remember that? Remember
Oh,
the
yes,
Penthouse stories
oh,
back
yes.
I bet you they still have them.
in the day? Or Forum?
Yeah.
Forum. Remember
Yes.
Forum? Yeah, the 80s.
But yeah,
It's a
so
magical time.
that's the that's
That's
the
a good
one. here.
one.
Yeah. So.
I like that
Well,
one.
My wife won't let me do that. I have to go, no, honey, there's nothing on my bucket list. Nothing. Since I've been with you.
No, everything's just fine.
Everything,
Yeah.
Nothing.
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 Not at all. Not
No.
at all. Yeah, I feel
There's
like
no
since,
reason I keep limber.
I feel like since we got into the lifestyle,
Yeah.
that I don't know, things have just been like, you know what? Yeah, let's see if we can make things happen.
That's
say hey.
awesome. I
Yeah,
love that.
How
How long have you two been together, if you don't mind my asking?
21 years.
Oh my God.
We went to prom together.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
wow.
Yeah.
I freaking love that
I think we have prom pictures
much.
on our phone.
Oh
So-
my goodness, you two are so adorable. I just love that. Oh, isn't that the
Well,
cutest
okay,
thing?
so
Show them the
this-
prom picture. Yeah.
This might
Yeah, I
help
do.
anybody who'd be listening
Uh-huh.
who. How did that end up happening? If you don't mind me asking,
No.
how did you guys decide to, like your words, to get into the life?
Well, actually, so it was my partner who really kind of, she was listening to a podcast actually. I want to say, I think it's called. I don't know if I'm allowed to.
Yeah, you can say whatever.
Okay.
Podcast, yeah.
Horrible Decisions, and spelled,
Yeah.
and so. And she was listening to that on the way to work, and like everything's fine, life's good,
Yeah.
you're saving, you're doing things, and it got to just that, okay, everything's fine, everything's great, and that's it. I mean, that was like sports, kids, all that great, and then one night she kind of brought it up, like, oh, I've been listening to this podcast. And had been bringing, and then like brought it up again. What do you think if we just watched? What do you think if we just, maybe went there? What do you think? And then
So like
when,
kind of dip your toe in it
Yeah,
a
yeah,
little bit.
you
Just
know,
like a little dippy dip.
and so then when she finally was like, and then when she finally like said that, I jumped on it and said, damn, we can go to New York City this weekend.
I mean, if you want.
If you want,
whatever you want.
just saying, I may know a spot, And so then after that, we ended up not doing anything but talking more about it
Right.
and getting like more excited. And I felt like we weren't like, we got really excited. Like we were back like when we were in our 20s,
I love
and we were
that.
like, yeah. So we went down to Florida and we ended up at a club called Trapeze. And, we went, met some cool people. didn't really know what we were doing, but had some cool people to help us, and the rest is history. So, yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. What a great story.
Now I'm curious. So how does somebody help you?
Well, okay.
Like, no, dude, don't do that. Do this. Like,
no. So there are rules to this, right? So,
okay.
So there are like if first they were cool. So in the front is like more dance club, right? So it's like a BYOB dance club. You do all that, and then you go into the locker room and the back room. And so then the back room, there was a line, and it was a couples night. So on that side of the line was singles. On this was couples. So we went with another couple. Went and tried some, then we go into like a private room. But the rooms the situation is if there was a chain on the door, then people can watch. If the door is open, then that means people can come in. If the door is closed, it's private. Okay. There's also like the one-way mirror, like if you turn it up, people can see. If you turn it down, people can. So we really didn't know any of this stuff. And so but they like helped us and coached us along the way. And I was like, oh, really? Oh, these are kind of the things that are okay, cool. And then after this is the coolest part was everything's like done and you're done and everyone goes and gets ready to go home, and all of a sudden I was like, I swear to God, I smell like eggs and pancakes. They had breakfast for us before we left. I was like, no shit. I said,
I was hungry actually.
Yes,
I
oh
would
my God.
like
Did you?
some
I love
pancakes.
pancakes.
So we did. So we had playtime, and then we went, ate some pancakes and hash browns, and went home. I said, oh shit.
Yeah.
This is a good time.
No,
This
it's
is
like,
a good
no,
time.
man, don't touch me. I'm just here for the pancakes.
Yeah. I'm just here. They got the best pancakes
Yeah.
in
Oh
town.
my God, you gotta try the pancakes. Dude.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, cool. Actually, anybody who's been thinking about that, while we are not horrible decisions, but that's actually informative for our listeners.
Yeah.
Somebody wants to know.
So anyway.
I don't think they have those kind of mirrors here at the Holiday Inn in Auburn.
Probably not.
Probably not.
No.
But I mean, plenty of opportunity without. You don't have to have the mirrors.
And with the mirrors they do have, there's plenty of things that you can do in those situations. So all depends how creative you go, and all depends where you put the emphasis on the syllable, right? So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right then. Wow.
Deep, right?
Oh, man. All right then. All right. So you guys put your name down for the thing?
No,
I didn't know. Okay. Well.
So we will.
All right. Yeah, we're raffling off a clone of Willie and and 2 clone of Pussies, and I'm not gonna lie, they get you on our email list too.
Okay, that's fine.
I send them out. It's only when we do a show, so it's not like you're gonna get crushed or anything.
Perfect. No, I'm in.
All
So
right,
so it was great talking with you.
Yeah, you too.
Yes.
Well, we're here both days, so
Yep.
feel
Okay,
free.
well, I'll be here all weekend.
Anything new stuff? Let me know how the pancakes are. And
Next time we're down in Florida, and we'll let you know. All right, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Man. Yeah, take care.
Thank you.
All right, ready to go. Hey, we're back.
We're back.
All right. So, I'm Dave.
I'm Wayne.
Hi, Wayne.
It's Melissa.
Melissa.
Nicole.
And Nicole.
Yeah.
Nicole,
right.
are you going to talk?
Probably not.
She's got it. No,
Oh, okay. All right. Well, if you do, we're going to adjust your mic a little bit, though. That's all I'm saying.
We
All
just
right.
got done with a 9-day road trip down to the Southwest and back, and we ended up talking the whole way. And
Oh, that's awesome.
right, we went down to Phoenix for a polyamory conference. So
I love
How
the
were the
Southwest.
pancakes? Yeah, you had a beer for the last.
Sorry.
okay.
They were talking about how they went to a place down in Florida, and they were
And then after
stunned
the-
that
Right.
there was pancakes.
Like
afterward.
after the
Yeah,
fun
cool.
times, there was
Yeah, yeah, so
pancakes.
we're-
They were like, after
Yeah.
the fun times, we have pancakes. I'm like,
Apparently, I think that's going to be our theme for tonight.
I mean,
That's all I'm saying.
great. I
The
love
callback,
pancakes.
the
I
everyone
love
callback,
pancakes. I love it.
Let me start right off. Well, first of all, as this isn't your first. If you went to a
No,
Poly-
we've been several times at Reef. We've presented at Reef for polyamory classes. We haven't been since they were on Main Street, downtown Rochester.
Yep.
So
Okay.
it's been quite a few years. So we're just here to we sort of dropped out of the community for a little while, and then, especially during COVID.
Yeah,
And now
yep.
we're sort of ramping
Kinda
back up
going
and
back
getting,
into it
getting
again.
going again.
I mean, we had thought about before pre-COVID. We had thought about like reaching out and saying, "Hey, can we do something with this?" And never got around to it.
Right.
And then once it started up again, that's
Sure.
when I finally got off my ass and went,
Gotcha.
"Hey, can we come and do a podcast?" And this is our 3rd year.
Right. Oh, cool.
So yeah,
Awesome.
and just meeting folks and just learning about why they're here and
Sure.
that kind of stuff. So all right, so I got a question that
Okay.
we have a question each year that we
Sure.
ask
What
everybody
is it?
who's on.
Tell me.
This will be interesting if you go into conferences and shit. This will be
I love this.
so.
This would be a great answer.
Yeah, I know. Do you still have anything on your erotic bucket list that you haven't done yet?
Sure, I do. I don't
Yeah?
know what you got going on. You?
God, I'm embarrassed now. I don't even mind
Look at
so
her. She's
lame
starting
and
to turn
vanilla.
red now all of a sudden. Look at her get all
Maybe
blushy. And,
yeah.
I have a few things still.
Anything you'd like to share?
I'd like to be a bull for a cuckold couple.
All right.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
All right.
I don't know. A lot of it's on the edgier side, and usually it's not maybe so much as a bucket list but it's something that I'll try if somebody's into it, because I'm kind of a
Right,
dabbler
like-
and I'm a service, like everything, top, dom, sadist, whatever you want. You know what I mean? If you're into it, I'll find a way to make it happen. If I can't do it or it's on my no list, then I'll find somebody that
You know a guy.
Yeah, I know a guy. Yeah, absolutely.
It's good to know a guy.
Sure.
Yeah,
So you
okay.
kind of do. So what do they call, like? So your verse. So you do all the things. You're down for doing all the stuff. That didn't sound
Pretty-
That's pretty awesome.
All the top stuff.
All the top stuff.
Only the top stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I was just wondering.
No.
Yep. Yeah. So how long have you? So you two are a couple.
Yeah.
I kind of. I guess. Sort of. Yes.
Yes.
We met
13 years tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
The last couple we just talked to her together for 21 years.
Yeah, I
I
saw
don't know.
that.
It's kind
Did
of.
you? I didn't get a chance to look. They were showing. Did they show prom
Yeah,
pictures?
they showed a prom picture.
They actually had prom pictures together.
Aw.
That was really precious.
She was an internet hookup.
Oh.
Yeah.
30
See
years
kids.
ago.
See
Moved
kids.
in and
Yeah.
And the rest is history. So you guys are so you used to also present. You used to do poly presentation.
we actually were the caretakers of the oldest polyamory discussion group in Rochester. It
Oh,
started
that's-
way back in the days of the internet bulletin boards.
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
been sort of passed down from caretaker to caretaker, and we're the ones holding on to it right now.
So you just have like people come in and listen to you speak about it.
We've got a
and, like-
Discord, we've got a Facebook, and
Mm-hmm.
we used to do like monthly meetups at like restaurants and
Mm-hmm.
have discussions like about the lifestyle, living it, when people problems, how to circumvent things that
Issues.
there's
Yeah, yeah,
issues,
no,
there's
absolutely.
jealousy, there's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
kinds of that stuff. So
course.
there's always something to talk about as long as people showed up. The problem is people stopped showing up after COVID, or it's been hard to get people to show up
Right.
to
Right.
things
because of that.
since COVID, and I don't know if it's because of that or it's just the mindset of people have shifted, or
I feel like
I'm not
I
sure,
feel
but
like
getting
it is that though.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a little bit of like our minds have shifted.
Yeah.
About being social because we were scared of being social for a
Right.
while. And so I feel like our minds kind of have shifted, and hopefully things are coming around, but it's still been a few years now.
and
it's
people aren't necessarily identifying as polyamory. They're identifying as ethical non-monogamous.
okay, I don't know
and-
what that I've not heard that.
Okay, ethical non-monogamy is a spectrum of you're not with one partner.
Okay.
So it can be your woman that's married to a submissive man and you're cuckolding him with another guy.
Okay.
Okay, or it could be swingers.
Okay.
Okay, or it could be polyamorous, where the basis of polyamory is the relationship and the love between multiple partners.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the structures can be all kinds of different, whatever. There's no rules to making it up. You know what I mean? And so it all falls under ethical non-monogamy, whereas all the partners are aware of what's going on, as opposed to like cheating, where you're going out hooking up and
Right.
your partner doesn't know at all. Yeah.
Oh, all right. I mean, I know what it is, but I just didn't
Sure.
really know that people like there was like an umbrella.
All the labels, you know?
All the labels. I don't know. I mean, not my bag, but I find it really fascinating.
Sure.
Actually, I mean, we joke all the time, like, we are probably, like, super vanilla compared to a lot of other people here.
Fair enough.
However, I find listening to people's stories fascinating. I love to hear, like, other people's journeys and what they do. And,
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
Were you two in the community before you met?
Not the community. I played in the bedroom, for a while. She, I don't know, not so much before me.
No.
I kind of introduced, I corrupted the hell out of her. She was a good girl, good student, tattletale for the teachers, all the things that the good girls do, and I just really ruined.
Were you that
her.
person? Oh
yeah,
no.
she
I'm
was.
a teacher, so I'm like,
yeah,
no,
she was too.
Oh, you were?
Yeah. So yeah, I kind of ruined her a little bit, corrupted her, something.
I don't know.
Made me better.
Yeah, depends on how you look at it, I
totally.
guess.
I didn't. What did you say? Trained you better?
Made her better.
Made me better.
Made you better. Okay. Well, you look very happy. So I'll say that for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah. So.
So you guys are just here for today. Are you?
Yeah.
Are you staying? Are you hanging? Or are you just?
We're gonna probably hang until later tonight, and then we're just gonna drive home back to Rochester. When we were looking to buy tickets, this was the only day available, and the workshops today are the only ones I'm kind of interested in. I mean, I wouldn't mind some of the other ones, but I'm not really super hot for.
Sure.
Other than the ones that are today, I'm
absolutely
excited about.
And
so.
that's year to year.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
So and once there's workshops, once you've seen it, it's not it's a social thing, and you're just wandering
sure,
around.
totally.
I mean, I imagine a lot of people are just coming here like this is just their
Right,
social
yeah,
thing.
just
Like,
a-
this
yep,
is a social
mhm.
thing.
Yep.
So
Annual meetup.
annual meetup,
Annual meetup. Yep.
it's the big mecca of this area for the alternative
sexy.
lifestyle community.
It's for the sexy.
I'm still, because we just started. We're only like 2 hours in. I still got to get used to like the electro stim in the background.
Oh yeah.
It's like after a few hours I get desensitized, but for right now it's still like
Every time it
still like
happens.
looking over my shoulder a little.
Uh-huh.
Like what? Huh? Hey, how are you? I'm all right.
Good.
We're
have
doing a podcast.
We do a podcast. We just talk to people who are here, and if they want to talk to us about, why they're here, what they want to talk about, yeah.
Are you? Can we ask you questions?
Sure.
All right. Well, pick a mic and I'll open it up.
All right. Well,
So I'm Dave.
hello, Dave.
Hi, I'm Melissa.
Melissa. Hi.
Yep. Hi.
I'm Fish.
Fish
Nice
works.
to meet
Works.
you.
That
Most
works.
people, Bob is my given name, but
I like fish.
everyone
Fish is
calls
fine.
my given name also in Czechoslovakia means
It means what?
little.
Little fish?
So I go by Fish.
Oh, I love that.
And I always say the swimming kind, not the PH kind.
Yeah.
So
Because, there
Yeah,
is that
well,
question.
there is that
I mean, there
question.
is
Right.
that. There is that.
very nice.
So how many years have you got? Is this your first reef?
Oh no, I've been
Okay.
here.
I'm seeing, you look like you've been here a couple times.
I was here. I was at Reef when it was in Rochester.
Awesome.
And then they moved here, and I was doing something else. And probably 4 years ago, after COVID and all that was
Yeah.
over, started up again. So it's always a riot. It just, I just love it.
Yeah, this is actually only our third one.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, we've been podcasting for, we realized, 18 years almost.
Oh my.
Yeah, back when
Nice.
people didn't even know what podcasts were. But yeah, we thought, we actually had thought before to maybe ask about Reef, and then we never did.
Yeah.
You know?
It was always on our radar.
It was
we
on
just
our
never.
radar that we could, we have like, oh, we should
Are
see
you a
if we can do
gamecock?
My daughter lives in Columbia, so when I went to visit her, I got the shirt.
Talking to an alum.
Oh, are you really?
Oh, my
yeah.
goodness,
She's-
no
she's-
way.
Loved
She's
South-
been in
UC
she's been in
USC.
Columbia for a couple years now.
It's a beautiful town.
Yeah,
And
I've been there
Oh,
twice.
how funny.
That
Yeah.
is. I looked at your shirt because I've got one that says the same thing except doesn't have the fighting cock on it. But
Oh yeah.
oh my, yeah.
That is
I was
so funny.
I graduated from USC. That's my
Oh, cool.
alum. So
Oh, that's
She
awesome.
she works at Trustus Theater.
I'm not sure, but so much has changed. I have a lot of very good friends that still live in Columbia,
Uh huh.
and I get down there periodically to visit, and we used to do a trek to Myrtle Beach every year.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
all
yeah.
musicians, and everybody,
Oh,
we all
fantastic.
played. It was magical. So I love South Carolina.
Oh, that's
It's a
awesome.
great
So
state.
what brings you? So you live here in this area, or do you?
I live in south of Rochester.
South of Rochester.
Yeah, a
Okay,
little
so
bit,
you're
20 minutes or so.
Yeah,
into
yeah,
the
we're
city.
Rochesterians as well.
But I got to tell you, I've lived all over the country. I grew up outside New York City,
Mm-hmm.
lived in Oregon my first year of college because I wanted to get as far away from New Jersey,
Okay,
where I
makes
grew
sense,
up,
right?
and it was horrible. It started raining in October and didn't stop till May.
You're like,
No,
no,
it
this is
doesn't
not
do
for
that,
me.
no.
Not for me. And then lived in South Carolina, moved from Oregon to South Carolina, lived there through the mid part of the 70s. Came up here in the late 70s to Rochester for a
Uh-huh.
job. I
For a
was a
job.
writer and a creative director, so I worked
Oh,
in the
okay.
advertising business. And then moved to Texas, San Antonio, for
Oh.
job-related stuff.
Wow, you have had quite
And then had an opportunity either to move to L.A. or move back to Rochester,
Uh-huh.
same agency. And I had done a lot of production work in L.A. and it sucked. I mean,
You're
L.A.
like, I don't
was-
wanna live
They don't
there.
even talk about how far something is. It takes how long it takes to get there.
Yeah,
It might
yeah.
be 5 miles, and it takes an hour and a half
Yeah, Rochester. It's like 20 minutes tops anywhere.
to get anywhere. It
Anywhere
really
tops
is.
20
It's
minutes.
just,
Yeah.
and people are really nice. I think I love the cold. I'm a skier, so
Oh,
I
okay.
do a
Oh,
lot.
well,
I
yeah,
go to
then
Bristol a
here's the-
lot,
yeah.
and I'm to Killington a lot. So.
Oh yeah, then of course you want to be here.
So this is really nice, and I just came back 2 days ago from Florida, where I was
How were the pancakes?
in Florida.
I just yeah, I had to be here before. Sorry, I'm
I
sorry.
guess I missed something.
Yeah. I'm
yeah.
sorry. I was just
So it's in Florida.
I have a mother who turned in February 103.
Oh,
Nice.
bless her.
Well, yes, bless her, but she's really struggling right
Oh,
now.
I
She had
bet.
a fall
Wow.
about a month ago.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
We're not sure where anything is at this point. So
Yeah,
we're just
it's
kind of
crazy.
waiting. But but I hate Florida. I got to say, I don't.
No,
get Florida.
I've been to Florida. Not a fan. Not a fan.
I just don't know how anybody lives there.
That kind of weather isn't for
I
me.
got off the plane and it was 95 degrees.
Yeah, that's not for me.
And it was like, oh my God.
No, no, no,
so,
no.
So it's fun. So
I
got-
say, look at the skin tone. This skin tone is not meant for that kind of weather. No, I'm meant to be up here.
stay out of the sun.
Yeah,
Right.
I am not meant for that sort of weather.
No.
No.
all right, Fish. Are you ready? We have a question. We're asking everybody who
Okay.
comes to our microphone. Do you have anything that's on your erotic bucket list that you want to do before you're done?
That's a toughie. I've done.
Is it? All right.
I've done it quite a bit. So.
Well, the answer could be
amazing.
no.
You could
That's
say, you
fine.
know what? I've
Yeah,
had a good
you've
life.
done
I'm
it.
good.
I became aware at a very young age. I was 13. She was 12, but very forward. And
All right.
I was like, oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
this is fun. Erotic bucket list. Well, geez, it's so hard because I've done so many of the things that I do them again. That's the thing. I
right,
love
all right,
being
that's a
on the
good
pole.
answer.
Yeah.
I love being on the pole, especially the ones that spin.
Oh yeah.
And I'm a former rock, still a rock climber, but not as much. And it's the same concept of just holding on with your legs and your hands, and it's just very I don't know, stimulating, shall we say? So that's my I do that again.
Okay, that'll be your next thing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Very cool.
All right. Well,
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Stopping by,
talking to
man.
us,
It was awesome
Fish.
talking to you.
nice
Yeah,
to
it was
talk
nice
to you.
talking to you.
All right. So, as we do every year at Reef, we're in this room, this ballroom, and there's tables next to each other, and there's always a neighbor or two who we haven't met yet. And Patrick's with us, who's at the table right next door. Hi.
Hello, thank you, Badasso Group, for having me.
So, what
Thank
table
you,
are you
Patrick.
at? What do you guys? What wares are you hawking?
We are with Evelyn Camarano selling her artwork. I'm actually a performing artist. I do self-bondage and Kenbaku performances.
Are you doing that here
Not this year,
this year?
but I have in the past.
I saw you messing around, or like this morning, like putting stuff on.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it almost looked. It's interesting, like when you see people trying to get out of stuff on their own. It's just weird. It's like a film going backwards. You trying to put stuff on your own.
Yes,
thought that
I actually impressed Lou Rubens back in 2008 when I did a very similar tie. I had tied myself up in a gaiku ebi, which is Japanese for a hog tie. And Lou Rubens came walking along, and he said, "That's a beautiful hog tie. I'd like to meet the artist that tied you up. Where can I find him or her?" And I was like, "I tied it,
I
sir.
did it myself.
I'm a little tied up. I can't really shake right now. But
I
give me
did
a
it.
moment, and I can shake your hand." But
Wow.
I didn't realize his level of reputation when I was a neophyte at the time.
So that all right, that made you feel good.
So,
So
you're-
like I know what I'm doing.
So self-tying, I mean, I know this is a legit question. I'm not really trying to be funny. Is it to do the type of thing you're talking about? Does that involve like some kind of double jointedness or some unique body
yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
or could like any slob like me do it?
Actually, no. I use these like little double hooks like this.
Okay.
Okay.
I know you guys don't have visual, but like that. Retractable dog leash for a little extra leverage for like binding my elbows together.
Okay.
But everything else is just flexibility. Not double jointed, just extremely flexible.
Okay.
Is it
Not exactly like Gumby. I can't believe I'm referring to Gumby, but like, I'm not
Damn
that
it.
flexible. But like I have seen people that are.
is it
Oh, wow.
similar to what an escape artist would do?
I would like to do that actually.
I'm
It
wondering.
sounds like it. That would
Yeah,
be really.
it is kind of a cool thing to know how to do.
I love all the. I know there's a Japanese where all the really beautiful rope work that I see on a lot of the performers here,
Yeah.
and it just looks really beautiful.
Yeah.
And yeah, what is the name for it?
The term I like to use is kimbaku, which is Japanese for
yep.
tightly binding.
Yep, that's the one I heard.
Or another word you could use is kimbaku bai, the beauty of tightly binding.
Oh, okay.
And others prefer the term shibari, which is more a Western term. From my experience, I like to say kimbaku is more interactive with your partner, or I like to say nawadorai, a rope. Technically, no, it's pronounced a rope slave, but I guess you could say rope bottom or rope bunny, I guess. But anyways, it's more interaction with that person when the top person's tying. As to as to shibari, where I feel it's more artistic and just tie up fast and make it look good, and you look
So
good
so it can be like an artistic, like beautiful type of thing, and just be that, or there
Yeah.
could be a sexual
Yeah.
thing. Like it could be. Well, it could probably a little bit of both at some point. I mean, in some ways, but
Yeah, like when I do demos with people, like I ask for consent first,
Right.
and like I'll show them the difference. Like I'll hold them like from the front as I'm wrapping the ropes around, or like if I'm just tying their hands, like I'll like touch them and just like keep them calm and just
So-
leave it up, and before they know, they're all cocooned and like, oh my god, I can't move.
So I'm curious if there's a type that you do where you're both entwined, where each one of your movements either constrict or loosen the other. So it's truly a power duo type. You know what I'm saying? Like
Like a double bondage type.
yeah, where you really
one
do need to
struggles
be
and-
working in concert. Like that's a true test of, not test of, but like I don't know. It just, my mind went there.
I know
like,
that's a cool idea. I never,
Yeah. Like
is
in
that
a-
a thing?
I'm not sure if I follow. So like, it
Like
would
you're
be
tied together.
Is there a-
like you tie?
Yeah.
Like you tie you and your partner together.
So
the
you have
two
to
of your-
move in movement together to tighten and loosen and
I hate to say it, but I'm by myself, so
Oh,
I never
okay.
really got to explore that. But
Is that a thing though? Do you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
have
I
you
mean,
heard
it
of
sounds
that?
like it would be a cool
I
thing.
think we're at the point
remember-
now where just about everything's a thing.
I know everything is a thing. Is
tied, like, because you can do it single by yourself. I wonder if you could do it as like together. Just have somebody. I
So
don't
instead
know.
of metaphorically, it'd be in real life.
Absolutely. No,
Yeah.
you know how you're hugging and then the rope as in a hug, do it. You know what I mean?
And-
like
Oh, I definitely could see where that would be really bonding.
yeah, and then if you tie
literally.
Literally
No,
bonding.
I'm my mind's going there. I don't know. I can
No, that's cool.
visually
Yeah,
see it.
there's a little, there's a phrase from Has Been Hotel which I thought of, but as there's no bond stronger than those formed through bondage.
can see that.
Like I'm thinking a yoga,
No, that
a
makes
yoga
sense,
pose
though.
or something. Like they even have yoga where couples do poses together.
Yeah.
Like I wonder if there's
yeah.
somebody has to have thought of this already. I
course.
can't be the first one to have
Oh,
thought
God,
of
no.
this. Come on now.
Yeah, if you can think about it, there, like they say, if you can think about it, there's already a porn about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but can you
Oh, yeah.
imagine how
Yeah.
in sync
yeah.
you must be
Yeah, I mean, it would
to
be
not
really
tighten
beautiful.
to-
It'd be sexy,
if you're
but
into
also
that
really
kind of
beautiful.
thing where
Yeah.
that control kind of, but as a couple, like, oh man, I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, I might need
I'd
a
watch
shower
it.
now.
I'd watch
I might
it.
need a cold shower in a minute.
Like, I don't know I'd want to do it, but I'd watch it.
I'd be happy to do a performance.
I bet, yeah, it'd be cool.
Yeah, I remember it was 2009 when Ronci, which is one half of the founders of Reef, the other would be Susie and their husbands, and Ronci said to me, Patrick, well, they call me Methan, you're really good at tying yourself. How would you like to perform for us for an event that we're going to be producing back in 2009? I says, I'd love to. And I took something I used to do for my depression, and I turned it into performing arts.
I mean, bravo.
Thank
No,
you.
I mean, really, honestly, to me, that's a very similar way of people who are in any kind of art form. You're like, I need to get some of this out, and I'm going to create.
Yeah.
So it's like
Is
any
that what
other-
it's like as an artist?
To some
it's like
degree.
something to get out.
Well, sometimes it feels like for me, it's just sometimes like if like making bracelets, it actually puts me into like kind of like a calm kind of like mood. If I'm just sitting there putting my brain into just doing this other thing. Yeah, I think
Well,
it does help
I've
it
read
helps
that-
my depression.
I've read
Yeah.
that authors say that about stories, that they feel like a relief after they've written a story.
Yeah, I feel this. I feel similarly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
I know. Oh, I love that. Yeah. I mean, I also suffer from anxiety and depression, so I totally get where you're coming from on that.
I have 2 jobs where I kind of say like a dom role. I have to say, hey, you have to be here at a certain time. You have to do this. You have to do that. So not exactly a dominatrix, but like I kind of feel like I have that role. So like I really enjoy being submissive on the in the aspect of BDSM. It gives me that break of release of having that
Have to have
stress.
that stress, that control. You're like let go, let somebody else have the control, and I don't have to.
And
But you set up the parameters ahead of time so you know you're safe. I love that you know what I mean. That you set it up.
Well, I feel like one of the things that's great about Reef is like consent is a big word
Yeah.
here,
Oh, yeah.
and that's
Yep.
one of the things that I noticed the first year we were here was it's such a big word. It's like the number one word is consent,
oh, definitely.
and I love that.
Well, I think
love that
people
here.
hear-
Even when I do rope demos through my website, Rochester Kimbaku, when people sign up, I work with them. Like, okay,
Do you think a lot of people when they hear
That's
like
cool.
people that enjoy like S&M or whatever, that they automatically go to something that's a negative, like that it's wrong, or and they don't realize
yeah,
that
I never
people,
do. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I've never really. As soon as I knew what that was, I've never. I don't know. I've just never thought of it as a negative thing. I
think people think of it as,
but a lot of people do though.
and I think it's wrong because they assume that it's not consensual. Whereas, like
It's-
you're describing,
it's
it
pretty
always
much
is.
always consensual.
But I think
Yeah.
people just
well, otherwise
jump
it's,
to
well,
that
if it's not, then it's rape. I mean,
Correct,
it's either
right? But I think
consensual or
people
not.
have in their mind that
That's-
it's not.
that's like impact play. Like a lot of people.
But it's
assume
always
BDSM
consensual
is,
if you're doing
like,
it
just,
correctly.
abuse, but at the same time,
And that's why you ask the triggers and all
you,
of that.
You have to do the consent thing first, and then, like, marriage couple when they're like exploring, they have like some glitches because they don't know about the whole aspect. So like I could see them, and I think that's why I like to help people out that are exploring the realm. Be like, okay, this is a step 1 that you might want to try.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah,
so you're like a safe person
Like
for
an
the for like.
unprofessional sex therapist.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
actually,
It
that's
kinda
where I
sounds
wanted it. So, because
I mean,
so
honestly, that sounds like it to me.
Yeah.
you being around you for the last day or so, plus whatever. So listening to, hearing you've been into, done a lot of different things. Do you have a website where folks can go if they wanted to either check out stuff that you do or hire you or something like that?
Yes, I actually have a website I had built on my own through Wix.com. It's called Rochester Kimbiku Aquatics for my water. So, like, if you need a private lifeguard for a pool party, especially if you want to do, like, BDSM stuff, I won't mind as long as there's, like, no weapons. But, you know, I can lifeguard for that. I'm certified for 20 years. But my other website specifically for Kimbiku stuff is Rochester Kimbiku, KINBAKU. And then I can be found on FetLife underneath Methen, METHEN. And I believe I have a picture of somebody tied up with a pie and wine glass as my profile picture.
I might actually, I've had a few people ask me if I was on FetLife. I'm like, no, but now I'm thinking about just joining it.
Well, it hadn't come
there's
up.
like artwork and stuff you can buy and stuff on there too. That's kind of part of it. I'm like, I'm there for the artwork.
Do you have
I definitely emphasize FetLife because I feel like it's practically like Facebook, but kink friendly. So, like, if you want to see if there's a rope group, you just type in rope groups near Rochester, Syracuse, Ithaca. You can find something. Well, thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah, thanks,
you.
Patrick.
Thank
Awesome.
you, Patrick.
So, folks, if you're listening, well, obviously, if you
You're
hear this,
listening.
you're listening. Sorry.
Yeah, you're listening.
Maybe you're not listening. Maybe you're just like playing video games and
Fair enough.
pretending you're listening.
That's fair.
We
Well,
might
listen
be in the
now.
background.
You've got all of Patrick's websites. Go check them out and reach out to him either there or on FetLife. All right. So so first of all, I'm Dave.
Hi,
And
Dave.
I'm Melissa.
Hello.
Hi.
And names you want to go by, whatever.
I am Madame Delon.
Oh no, you're gonna need to say that again.
I am Madame Delon.
Okay.
Madam Dylan.
Got it.
I go by Dylan, but
All right.
Oh,
things
fun.
are fun.
That's fair.
Fancy.
I'm just fancy.
Yeah, you can call me Miss Citrus.
Citrus. All right.
All right.
So you came by and you're all make-upped and dressed up, and so
Looks
you
super awesome.
which is super awesome. And folks, you'll see the picture. It'll be one of the pictures for the show for week 1, right? So the first show that comes out of Reef on this. So you were in a fashion show.
Yeah, so I just did the rope fashion show, tied by Taco, and that was a fun adventure.
Yeah, absolutely. Taco's here at the show today with Wild Weave Studios. They make all sorts of wonderful rope. They've got a probably 10 or 12 different styles here. Some super soft, some super rough. It's the coolest thing.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen people coming in here after. I'm guessing they must have just been in the show. So I saw people coming in with different kinds of ropes on.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, some
yeah,
really
lots
cool-
of people tied up in very cool artistic
yeah,
ways.
really cool artistic ways. As an artist, I find that really fascinating. I think it looks really cool, sexy.
Shibari is fun. It's a very gorgeous
Well, that's what I was
art.
going to say. So I'm going to assume this is not your first time.
No. I mean, this is my first time doing the fashion show.
Okay.
But as far as being in shibari and rope and bondage, I am not
Yeah,
new
it
to
looks
that.
so awesome. Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
It's beautiful.
Is this your first time at Reef?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, cool. All right. I was just.
No, I've been here for about a decade.
Oh, because this is
Cool.
our 3rd year. So.
Our only
Oh,
third
welcome.
year. Very
Yeah.
Glad you're
Yeah.
still
So
here.
So I'm sure you
Here's my
passed by
second.
us last
Second?
year. We were
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, okay, so your look.
Yes.
Your makeup. Let's talk about that.
So I am a white tiger.
Yes, you are.
The point. So I actually had filled in for another model, and they had picked a song called Stray Cat Strut.
Oh, yeah.
And originally the vibe was supposed to just be a cat, like just a house alley cat. And then I'm like, well, what all do you want for this? So I'm collaborating with the artist, with Taco. And eventually the colors we chose were black and orange because I'm actually a ginger. So I'm like, let's do that. And then I didn't have to wear a wig, but I chose to wear a wig. And then it looked very tigerish. And I was like, do you want to go more tiger themed or cat? He was like, let's do tiger. I was like, well, white tigers are my favorite. It's like, even better. So
Yay.
then we collaborated and went on with a white tiger look. And I'm also do professional FX makeup and wig design. And I work in professional theater. So I decided to incorporate what I do and my talents into with his work. And yeah.
Oh, it looks fabulous.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, it looks fabulous.
So, is that your profession, makeup?
Yes, I have a lot of professions.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a professional opera singer by trade, and then I've recently
That's
retired
crazy.
from
I
that.
actually work with a professional opera singer.
That's lovely.
That
I love
is so
that.
crazy.
I
That's
have
such a
worked
small
with
world.
a semi-professional opera singer.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And especially now, opera is such a lovely art form, and
It
it's
is
becoming less and less common. Yeah.
That's
It's a
great.
dying art,
That sounds strange.
unfortunately.
Like,
There's
I
a
don't know.
lot of dying art forms.
Yeah, well,
There
that's
is.
definitely one of them. So you're an opera singer.
Yes, retired now. Retired about 2 years ago, but I do professional theater, musical theater still. I'm a professor for a university, so I teach hair and makeup for theatrical arts. And I'm a wardrobe and wig supervisor, a professional national wig designer. So yeah, and
Oh my gosh,
I
that
love
is so
makeup.
cool.
I love art.
Oh, you are a cool person.
I'm not gonna really try to add all of the things I do, but I do a lot.
Yes, piece of candy. Eat some candy.
Candy's great.
We love candy.
Yes.
So I am not a professional makeup artist, but I absolutely love makeup. I love to play with makeup. I like to play with special effects makeup. And I'm 52. I've been playing with makeup and special effects makeup since I was still in high school.
Yeah.
So, no, I am not a professional, but I have gone out and done stuff, and people are like, wow, who did that for you? I said, I did.
Yeah.
I did it.
That's such a
I
great
did.
feeling.
Yeah, it's just I
congra-
just find it just even just doing my makeup just for to go to work or something. I find it to be a really creative art form.
It is. You can
Yeah.
pretty much transition yourself into anyone, anything, and
Yeah.
feel however you want to feel.
Yeah.
But yeah, it entraps and encompasses a lot of joy and interpersonal self, and you can relate that through your art and makeup forms and the style that you choose.
Yep, I do like to sit at my makeup table and just do my makeup sometimes for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for fun. And it tastes okay.
No, this is okay. In our show, there are times when I just have nothing to contribute, so I just sit here and learn.
Yeah, it's
So,
fine.
I mean,
So
no makeup, no opera, no. But I'm just.
You're like, okay, cool.
No, cool. That's fine.
Are you a musician?
No, I wish
You
I
tried.
was. I've
You
tried.
tried.
I'm really not good at it. It's,
You're
I love
very
music,
big in
but
music.
yes.
You've been a DJ.
Radio.
Radio.
Yeah, I've done
He's been a radio DJ
Yeah, yeah.
before.
Very cool.
But yeah, I've tried and it just doesn't translate. So
Yeah, so over the radio airwaves and on podcasts, those are two art forms you practice.
yeah.
Do you participate in any other art forms? Just like recreationally, or
art.
No, he's gonna change he's trying to change the world.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, he is running
I-
for a local
office. Yeah,
That's
which I can't
awesome.
say.
Awesome.
No, that's all
Big
right.
on,
Yeah.
I've been arrested a few dozen times protesting that kind of.
Yeah.
Well, that's how you have to do it.
Yeah,
That's how we make a difference in the world.
Art, but yeah,
I don't know.
I think it is.
It's pretty badass. Someone's got to get arrested for.
Yeah,
I mean,
somebody's got to
fighting
get
the man.
arrested.
Someone has to
Sometimes
do
getting
it.
Someone
arrested
has to
does
fight
turn
the
into
man.
performance art. you
Yeah,
know?
that I will. I
That
will
is
fight
true.
the
That
man.
is performance art.
That is true.
If the man is around, I will fight him.
Yes. Yes.
I will
It
stick
doesn't
it
have
to
to
the
be-
man as much as I can.
Yeah, as much as you
The
possibly
ancient
can.
and well disciplined art of fisticuffs, I'm hearing. Okay.
Well, I try to be the nonviolent type of sticking it to the man,
Of
but
course,
it's still
yeah.
sticking it nonetheless. Yeah.
So the other thing we were before we start, well, you're talking about setting spray. You're like, setting spray? What are you setting? Setting
yeah.
spray, makeup. So yeah,
It does what it says on the tin.
you
It's-
have to.
yeah.
If you don't spray on that stuff's gonna come off.
Mhm.
You have
So-
you have to set it.
For example, with this beautiful wig here,
Yes.
without the setting spray, there wasn't a lot of opportunity for head whips and turning around very quickly because the individual strands would get stuck to the oil-based makeup.
Yep. So you gotta have a border.
But
there.
now that
And
it's
I
all
never
set
would've
and
thought of
dry.
that.
Yeah, I used to
Never.
Ben Nye cream makeup to create the look.
and how
and
about
then
the teeth? I've never
I
done
don't know what
teeth.
brand they are. Yeah,
It's just
They're
just,
fun.
Is it just regular what kind of glue do you use?
it depends on what the brand of teeth are, but normally it is a plastic or silicone. There are different types of materials you can use that you melt, and then they form in suction to your teeth. So you're making like a little mold with that.
Yeah, so those fangs are hollow inside, and you heat up and with usually hot water and press in the glue, and then you got to really quickly
How long do they stay?
I mean,
once you put them in, you want to not mess with them for a little bit so they actually cure properly. But they last as long as you want them to most of the time.
and they can be in for several hours without an
you
issue.
can wear them all day long if you want, as long as you put them in properly and set them. Yeah, they can last.
I kind of dig it. I'm
for a
not
long
even
time.
into like vampire things. I just think it looks nice.
I would hurt myself, man.
Nah,
I have some
I hurt
extra
myself
ones I
with
can
my
bring you, and you can try
regular
them.
I fucked myself up with my regular teeth. I don't need to make it worse.
I
don't
just
know,
want to
what
add
a-
different elements.
What a fun challenge, though.
Yeah.
The All Fang podcast.
Oh my god.
It's hilarious.
It would be funny, but it would
It'd be funny for me. I'd be laughing my ass off. You'd be having you would have so much trouble.
Oh, actually, I just noticed something. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, of
because
course.
I think I've been told this in the past, and I never remember. So what are the differences with the wristbands? I keep forgetting.
Yes, so here at Reef, there are two different wristbands you can
Right.
buy. There's one for the dungeon playroom
And swingers floor.
and one for the swingers
Got it.
floor.
Dungeons. All right. I was
Okay.
because I saw two. I saw some people with one. I couldn't remember what the different ones were.
Yeah.
Are you gonna ask them the question?
Oh my gosh, you're right. Holy, I forgot about the question. So every year we're here, we pick a question, and everybody that comes on the show, we ask them the same question.
Okay.
So here's this year's. So do you have anything on your erotic bucket list that you haven't done yet, but you want to make sure you get to before you're done?
Here at Reef specifically?
No, just
Anyway,
before
in
you
general.
die.
Okay. Before
you're
Anything on
done
your
with-
erotic bucket
yeah.
list.
Yeah.
I know, I'm just throwing it at you, so.
Well, I have one, and I've been planning it for many years now, and it has yet to happen. Hopefully for my 30th next year, we'll see. But I want an orgy, but more of a giant scene where I am the project, and everybody can kind of just create and do what as they please, of course, with rules and
Right,
limitations.
of course, yeah.
But I just kind of want to be like the project.
So
And, yeah,
I'm going to turn it into a verb, so people orgy you. I like messing with words, so you get orgied.
I guess
I'm
that's
just
one way to
messing
look
around.
at it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I made up the words.
I mean, a lot of it
It
doesn't
could
have
mean
to
anything
be
you want
like
it to be.
even sex related either, but it can be like impact. It can just have different elements. It can be bondage, whatever.
I think it would be very
I'll kind of,
fun
like-
to incorporate like
might do-
temporary tattoos, like you draw
And body
tattoos
painting,
all
yeah.
over.
Oh,
So I just want to
Big
be like
group.
just kind of like a canvas for everyone
it could
to
be
enjoy.
like a grab
and
bag, and like you pick something out of the bag, and then that's what you would do.
That's what you do. Yeah.
It could, yeah.
Yeah. So you get to
That's
pick.
a good idea.
So
I don't-
you get
this
to
is
pick
an
all the
art-
things
This is
in
an art
there.
project right there. That's
Yeah.
That's an art
So
project.
that's
I wanna be an art project.
way
Yep.
of doing the rules, because like people pick out, but you pick what's in the bag, so that.
So you ultimately have
Yeah,
control
yeah, yeah.
over what gets to happen.
Yep.
I love it.
Yeah.
Do you have anything on your bucket list?
Well, like I said, I've only been coming. This is only my second year at Reef, and I'm actually really new to the BDSM and kink scene. So my
Doesn't
erotic
have to be
bucket
that.
list is very long, difficult to pick, kind of one. I'll go like really like entry intermediate. I think like I prefer to be on the top side of things. I've got a little list of kind of getting like I'd like to learn and get my hands on basically as many possible top situations as possible.
All right.
You know?
I think that's fair. No.
It lines up with my regular personality where I'm like, if I had the funds and the resources and the time, I would participate in every hobby in the world at least once. And that's kind of how I feel about kink as well.
Yeah.
Hey, you could do a podcast. Huh?
Everybody's doing it.
I've thought
That's
about
true.
it. It's so
Everybody
much
is
work.
doing it.
Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
God.
okay. If we start a successful podcast, I'll give you some of the shares. If we, right,
Wait.
kink bucket list every week, a new kink.
You would do really well doing a podcast. She's
nice
very
voice.
well. She's
Thank
very
you so
well
much.
spoken. I
Yes,
love
you have a
listening
good
to her
voice.
voice, and she's a very intelligent person. And I like, she's great to listen to.
Oh, that's so nice.
Awesome. Well, it was awesome meeting you guys.
Yeah,
thank
you
you
so much
likewise.
for having us on.
Whatever, anything else pops up, we'll be here tomorrow too. So
Great.
just swing by.
Absolutely.
We'll see you around.
Are you different tomorrow or?
Yes, I will be look different tomorrow, and you'll actually be able to see what I look like.
Oh no, I meant like different makeup, but no, just
No.
I won't even know who you are.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
won't
just
either.
a different vibe. Yeah.
Yep. It'll be awesome though.
You're
And
being
you won't.
meowed at.
My eyes aren't even this color. My hair's not this color. Yeah.
Will we even know you?
That's what I'm saying. I'll be like, hey, I'm Dave. And
You
you'll be
may.
like,
Maybe
don't
not.
think I met you yesterday. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Aw, cute.
Hans Pafian here. Catch me each week on Bimbo's Brothels and Bottoms. I drive around the country in my shag-carpeted van looking for the funkiest, you guessed it, Bimbo's Brothels and Bottoms. Hey, I'll put my dick in anything. From Betty's Boom Boom Room in Billings to Craigslist Kathy in Columbus to your Uncle Peter, who's so far down on the DL, his wife doesn't even know about it yet. Hey, nice job there, Pete. Fist bump. That's Bimbo's Brothels and Bottoms, sponsored by Australian Pimp Lube and only on the Sex Network.